Wake up! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Married to Film podcast. I'm Ralph, and this is Shamanda.
Hey, you guys.
Shamanda, how you doing today?
I'm good, Ralph. How about yourself?
I'm all right. You
Smell mighty nice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, today, last week we discussed our favorite 80s comedies.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to do our favorite 80s action movies.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do it like we did last time. Top 5 we can't live without. And then we're going to have our honorable mentions.
Oh, you didn't ask me how many I had.
How many you got?
A lot.
I got like 13, 14, so.
I think the disclaimer should be that the two actors that took over for all
you know
what I mean? That took over the 99 and the 2000 for the 80s.
We know who they are.
Automatically, too.
So I know we're going to have...
Well, actually, no, it's 3. It's 3 actors in the 80s that took over.
4.
Okay.
And they're all in Expendables. So, look here.
You said the 4th one. That's throwing me off a little bit.
When I say one of his movies.
Okay. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, no. I already know who that is then.
So, I just know that we're going to have some of the same movies.
And then it's going to be maybe 2 of mine that you don't have it on your list at all.
True.
Just 2.
I know one is not going to be on your list. I can guarantee it.
Yeah,
I can guarantee it.
Yeah, because I'm not going to watch it.
I can guarantee it.
Or I didn't watch it. Or didn't like it.
And I forgot a couple comedies that stuck out. You know, like I said, charge it to my head and not my heart. Because I forgot about I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Then I started thinking about Hot Shots. And Hot Shots Part 2 as good comedies. You know, it's just a lot, man.
We forgot about a lot of stuff.
A lot.
Because we can go back to singers. We can do another podcast for singers for the ones that we missed.
Crazy.
That we forgot all about. Because I don't think we mentioned Tevin Campbell.
Sure didn't. He
has a range as well.
They had the Tevin Campbell challenge, remember?
Yeah.
Everybody tried to do it and how hard it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of people that we missed out.
Yeah.
But we're just making the list.
Yep.
Just to start a conversation. Yeah. To spark a conversation.
Y'all can keep the conversation going in the comments.
Keep it going. And y'all been doing just that. So keep it going. So, Ralph, you have the honors.
All right.
Yeah, because I think I started off the last 2.
You probably did.
Okay, let's go. And I'll work off mine because you probably have the same ones. Let's go.
I'm going to start it off. You know, I'm going to start off with Arnold. But this is probably next to Terminator 2, which is not an 80s action movie. This is maybe my favorite Arnold movie. Commando.
They hunted him down.
You know, Colonel, we went to a lot of trouble to find you.
They murdered his friends. And they took the only thing he would kill for.
If you want your kid back, then you gotta cooperate. Right? Wrong.
Now, somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna pay.
Do you think that he is going to give us any problems?
You'll do exactly as he's told.
Hasta luego, fellas.
You're a funny guy, Sully. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on or what?
No. Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired. What are you doing?
Helping you get her back.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's what Major did.
I lied.
If it's a mission no man can survive, he's the man for the job. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Commando.
Let's party.
Which is not on my list.
And that wasn't the one I was talking about. But hey, Commando. For me. Commando was hilarious, man. You know, it was one of his earliest films. Accent thick and heavy still. Had classic 80s actress Ray Dawn Chong in it.
Say it again real fast.
No. Had Alyssa Milano in it. Had Duke from Weird Science in it with the mustache. And Weird Science, he didn't have a mustache. He's the one that broke into the house with the shotgun. Same dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I love Commando, man. Just 80s action, killing explosions for no reason stuff. Great movie. Great action movie.
Most of the 80s movies were just blowing up stuff
The
for no
dude
reason.
jumped out of a plane.
It was like for no reason, though.
He jumped out of the plane.
You have me thinking about that.
He went to the wheel well, was hanging on, and then jumped out.
I was thinking about Samuel Jackson when you said that. We jumped out of the window.
Yeah.
A building. I
So
jumped out
number
of
one for me. And these first 5 is going to be action movies I can't live without. I have to have. So Commando for me.
I think you should probably just go ahead and do your 5, and then let me do my 5, because my 5 may be the same as yours, or it could be different. You want to do it that way? Let's do it differently. You want to keep it going?
We can do it different for the 90s. How about that?
Okay, you're gonna put a pin on that, so we can remember that.
Go ahead.
So you're gonna go. So we're gonna go back and forth. You get a sip.
I get a sip. You get a sip.
I get a sip, and you take a sip, and you. Okay. So I'm gonna do this one because I feel like I need to. It is not one of my top ones, and of course, when we give our top 5, it's not really in a number. Top 5 of whatever. We're just doing it. I always gotta say something. I'm gonna go Big Trouble in Little China.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there. It's a pretty amazing planet we live on here, and a man would have to be some kind of fool to think we're all alone in this universe.
There is a hidden world where ancient evil weaves a modern mystery.
What's going on here? Is this some kind of
Magic. The darkest magic.
They call it Little China.
Finally, we shall bring order out of chaos.
It's where Big Trouble was waiting for Jack Burton.
Who? Jack Burton. Me.
Jack?
Jack?
They told him to go to hell.
You make one move.
And that's just where he's going.
Somebody, I don't care who, tell me what is going on.
How are you gonna spring us?
I have no idea.
That is on my list.
It is?
It is on my list. Good
Big
choice.
Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Good action.
Good stuff.
Good comedy, actually. Because there was some parts in there that was just like, what in the
Hilarious.
world are they doing?
Hilarious.
Big Trouble in Little China had Kurt Russell. What's my girl from Sex and the City?
Kim Cattrall.
Kim
I was
Cattrall.
so in love with her back then.
Yes, he
Oh my
was.
God.
The infamous Asian actor. He's
That
in
played
everything.
everything.
He plays in everything. I think his name Jerry.
I think he's still
Vinny?
around. I don't know. He was even in King of Queens. I mean, he's in everything.
He's in everything. So I'm just gonna go Big Trouble in Little China. And if you guys have never seen that, look it up. It is one of those movies where you got to realize that it's in the 80s, so the graphic is not the same, and even the stuff that they do is hilarious because when we look back at it, we be like, they did that to blow them up. Just go back in it. It's a really good action movie. It's comedy action, and that's one of our genres that we love.
Oh yeah, love it. One of my favorites.
We gotta laugh and blow up stuff at the same time. We Michael Bay in comedian wise, fun, blow it up.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
All right, so my next one, I'm just gonna cut to the chase.
Yeah.
It's the greatest Christmas movie of all time.
You better know it.
I'm going with Die Hard.
Thank you one and all and wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
It's Christmas Eve in L.A. But a team of terrorists.
You want money? What kind of terrorists are you? Who said we were terrorists?
Have their own holiday plans.
And I'm telling you, you're just gonna have to kill me. Okay.
We do it the hard way.
But the one thing they didn't plan on was New York cop John McClane.
Got invited to the Christmas party by mistake. Who knew? You really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay, mother...
And you'll have it.
They have already killed one hostage.
This channel is reserved for emergency calls only.
Lady, do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza?
Come to Papa, honey.
You really an American?
Only if New Jersey counts.
What does he think he's doing?
Good job.
They're using artillery on us.
You idiot. It's not the police. It's him.
He's an easy guy to like
Welcome to the party, pal.
and a hard man to kill. Bruce Willis, Die Hard.
You better know that.
And it is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
Can't nobody tell you different. It starts off with Christmas in Hollis, Queens. So you can't tell me that it's not a Christmas movie.
If they playing Run DMC Christmas,
In Hollis, Queens. Man.
come on.
Ho, ho, ho. Now I have a machine gun too.
Right. All Christmas stuff.
It's at a Christmas party.
It was at a Christmas party. They was getting lit
Right.
with their eggnog. They were getting lit. I was thinking about.
Oh,
2.5 men. Yeah, that's on my list too.
All right.
You better know.
See, I told you you're gonna have some of the same stuff.
Yeah, don't look at my list though. I feel like
I'm
you
not looking
cheated.
at your list.
You glanced
Let
at
me
it.
mark that off my list. And
Yeah.
then when I open this up, don't you look at my list.
I'm not gonna look at it.
Okay. So I said that one, and then I did Die Hard. The only thing that I don't like about Die Hard is that he ain't had no shoes on.
I was okay with that.
For the whole doggone movie, he ain't had no shoes on.
Not for the whole movie, just the beginning. Well, actually, yeah.
The
when he
whole
was in the
doggone
bathroom.
movie.
Yeah, when he was in the bathroom,
And
he
he was
realized what
freshening
was
up.
going on. Yeah.
Then he just had,
Yeah, he had no shoes on.
Yeah.
You're right. And then it was, yeah.
yeah.
And then they used it for his advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, if you guys have never seen it, what's wrong with you?
Right. That's my first two.
Okay.
Commando and Die Hard.
All right, so, I mean, if somebody don't say it, then I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna say Action Jackson.
Why do they call you Action anyway?
Have to catch a cab. Now I got you.
He's a cop who carries no weapon.
This Jackson is so vicious, we don't even let him have a gun.
He's a maverick who answers to no one.
You might pull that boy's arm off.
He had a spare.
He's a man who's no talk
I bet I can make you change your mind.
and all action.
How do you like your ribs?
The indefatigable Action Jackson.
The one big fella.
Some action.
You haven't learned your lesson? Teach me.
You sure could teach Mr. T a thing or two.
So allow me to lay my healing hands upon you. What do you want from me?
I want you to die. 1, 2, 3.
When it calls for action, he's the one to call.
If I was to hit you again, you'd probably slam my little body right through that wall. I was thinking about it.
Carl Weathers is Action Jackson, and action is on the way.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
You know what? I almost put it on my list.
It was number one. It was the very first thing that I wrote down
I
here.
almost put it on my list. It was
Carl
that,
Weathers.
it was that close to being on my
R.I.P.
list. That death hit hard.
Action Jackson.
That death hit
You
hard.
have to say it like that.
Yeah.
And if
Vanity.
you've never seen it,
Vanity
it's
is in
really
there.
a good movie.
What's the dude that plays Coach? I can't think of his real name.
I don't even.
But he does a lot of voice acting too.
Yep.
But he's in it as well.
Yep. Those are my two.
Yeah, Action Jackson was great. I took hold to it because it's supposed to be here, but it wasn't filmed here.
It's okay. It's a lot of places that they say Detroit and it's not here.
That ain't even here.
They just want to say that. They just want to say the name, say the city.
Okay.
Which is good because they never said Greensboro in a movie.
That's true.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they never said Greensboro in a movie. We're gonna change that. Is what I'm saying.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So number 3.
Three. I need some sound effects.
Okay, I gotta knock this out. Okay.
Please do it. Come on.
I can't pick one.
Okay, just go ahead.
So just say Rocky.
Yep.
I mean, my favorite one is probably 4, but then I have affinity for the third one because of Mr. T.
You got to make sure it all went in the 80s, though. I think they were.
Oh yeah, they were.
The last one was what?
Rocky 5 was 1990. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey woman. I got an affinity for that one. So, but I'm going Rocky as a whole because they did a great job. We don't mention the 5th one, just like you don't talk about Bruno. We don't mention the 5th one.
Could you stop saying that? Because you don't even know what reference it is.
It don't matter.
I want you to watch it.
Sound good.
I want you to watch it.
That's what I'm saying.
I want you to watch it so you understand why they can't talk about Bruno. He will not watch that movie.
Nope.
And I've watched it like 85,000 times.
Like a diehard Commando and Rocky.
See how you ignore me?
It's hard to make this list, man, because it's rough. But hey, so it's on you.
All right. So I'm gonna go with this is one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies, and it's Enemy Mine.
Marooned on a desolate planet, he is a soldier, alone with his enemy.
You get it or don't you get the English, huh? I don't love you and you don't love me. We're strangers here, you understand?
His suspicion will change to tolerance.
You saved my life. Why?
I need to look at another face, even as ugly as yours.
Tolerance will lead to friendship.
We should open up a little place here. I could ruin the food. You could scare away the customers.
And with that friendship will come an overwhelming responsibility.
You must be a parent. Don't kid around, Jerry. You must take my place.
Protecting a life he values more than his own. Dennis Quaid, Louis Gossett Jr., Wolfgang Petersen's Enemy Mine.
Ooh.
And it's an action movie because they are actually on. It's Lou Gossett Jr.
Yep.
And it's why do I want to say Kurt Russell, but it's not Kurt Russell. It's
I ain't seen that in years.
I see his face just as clear as day. Inner Space. We didn't mention Inner Space.
Sure
either.
did. Quaid?
Quaid. Thank you, Dennis
Yeah,
Quaid.
yeah.
Yes, Dennis Quaid. It's my boy's daddy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it has those two in it. He is a officer or some type of military person, and he had an assignment. I'm giving you all the spoilers. Anyway,
It's not spoilers,
it's not really
man.
a spoiler. I just feel like it is when I give the outline. It's a spoiler.
When it comes to Shamanda, anything outside the title of the movie is a spoiler.
Yeah, because I don't want you to know anything. Just go in there blindfolded, and not heard a thing. But anywho, it's a good movie. It's based on another atmosphere. I won't say atmosphere. It's based on another like planet,
Mm-hmm.
and they're living on this planet, and it's different because the way that they reproduce. It's a lot of stuff that's different in there, but it's a really good movie. And I say it's an action movie because there's a lot of things that blow up and they shoot, and they got aliens that come out of the sand and try to eat them and all kinds of stuff. It's a really good movie.
Yes, it is.
And it's one of my favorite ones.
Yes, it is. Whew, this last two is gonna be tough.
Mickey
Real tough.
Mouse.
Real tough. But I gotta include this one because every time it's on, I watch it.
You gonna watch it? Please do.
You don't even know what it is.
I do know what it is.
It's not on your list, though. I can tell
It's
you that
not
much.
on my list.
Bloodsport.
Yep. Actually, that's the last thing that I put on my list. Because I was like, out of all the movies that he has, and that was the fourth guy that I mentioned.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
They all in Expendables too. It's like Rocky, but
yeah. Out of all the movies that he's ever been in, I think. Well, no, I like Time Cop.
Time Cop is my favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
I think Time Cop is like one of my favorite ones that he's in. Yeah. Bloodsport, not so much. It was just too much.
I like Bloodsport, man.
Only because I think about, Bruce Lee when it comes to stuff like that. And I feel like people on the mat, I
feel like he was robbed. He was taken too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. But that's I love Bloodsport.
Yep.
The Kumite. I can't never think of the big Asian dude's name, but he was around forever. He was in Enter the Dragon.
We're gonna look up these names before we do this next
He was
time.
a big dude.
I tried to. Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This is my fourth one.
This will be your fourth one.
Oh, okay. Well, I could do this. My fourth one will be Lethal Weapon.
He's a criminal's worst nightmare. A cop who enjoys the danger.
No guns, no jiu-jitsu, just bring him down.
Do you really want to jump? Well, then that's fine with me. Come on.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait a minute. What the...
He was ready to retire. Now, he's gonna wish he had.
Gun! Oh!
Raj, meet your new partner.
New partner? Too old for this.
If these guys can just stand each other.
What you got in there?
4-inch Smith?
A lot of old timers carry those.
The bad guys don't stand a chance.
Don't kill anybody. Don't kill anybody.
I'm too old for this.
Are you as good as you say you are?
Nobody can touch me.
Suppose we better register you as a lethal weapon. You ever met anybody you didn't kill?
Well, I haven't killed you yet.
That is on my list as well.
Yeah, of course
I
I
will
would be.
mark that off. Yes.
That would be my fourth one.
Okay.
Only because, listen, it was, not saying it was the first movie like that, but it was a good combination with Mel Gibson and
It was like a new rendition of buddy cop movies, pretty much. I mean, it kind of pretty much set up a new era.
yeah, but I love Danny Glover's his character.
Did he redeem himself for y'all in that movie? Did y'all stop hating him
What are you talking about?
because of Color Purple? Did y'all stop hating him once Lethal Weapon came out? Because he had hate on him for a long time because of what he did.
We hated him from Mister.
I know from what he did.
M-I-S-T-E-R period.
Y'all hated him forever. Did he redeem himself? Is what I'm saying.
I think he has been redeemed. I think
People
he
hate
has.
this man for real. Like my boy Sammy hate this man for real for Color Purple.
I think he was okay. I think he's been redeemed.
Today it's on site still.
Well, he's definitely different. The way we thought about it then is totally different the way they think about it now. I mean, Joffrey can't go nowhere.
Yeah, Joffrey, man, he gonna get.
I think he stopped acting altogether.
Yeah, he gonna get sniped.
And
sniper at his house.
Cersei too.
Right.
But I think it was more or less, I don't know if we were angry with Cersei the way she died. We're talking about Game of Thrones people. If it was the way she died that we hated, because we did hate that. We wanted her head on a stake. Sorry.
See, you giving spoilers and stuff.
I just said the way she died that we wanted her head on a stake.
But who has?
Like,
nobody knew she was actually gonna die.
Spoiler. Sorry. Y'all should have watched it already. I'm sorry, no, for real. That was mean.
Okay,
My
so
bad.
my last one
Love me anyway.
that I have to have.
This will be your fifth one, right?
Yeah,
That
but
you have to have?
I have to have all of these, but the
We
last
got-
one they have it listed as an action movie, but I think of it as a comedy.
Uh-oh.
When I see it.
What is it?
And I'm going Beverly Hills Cop.
You a good cop?
You're unbelievable.
Hey, look, we're talking about a friend of mine here. Let's take a close look at that. One, a hoodlum friend. Two, a professional hit.
How do you know it was a professional hit?
Let me tell you something, Axel. These guys out in L.A., they're all independents. They go out, they do their thing, they don't ask anybody's permission. And you're gonna go out there to try to find Mikey's killers? Axel, you're out of your league.
Checking in today, sir?
That depends. Is this hotel real expensive?
That's $235 a night.
Fine. What's the charge? Possession of a concealed weapon and disturbing the peace.
Disturbing the peace, I got thrown out of a window.
This is the cleanest and nicest police car I've ever seen in my life. This thing's nice in my apartment.
Everybody freeze! Phil! Get your hands on the table! Phil! What's wrong, man? What's all the hostility, Phil?
Get back, man.
What you doing with all this gun, man?
Get back.
Eddie Murphy, Beverly Hills Cop, coming from Paramount.
It is on there as an action. And it is action. They run around. He does cop things. It's an action movie. It's an action comedy. And that's our favorite genre.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Not going to fall for banana in the tailpipe.
Not going to do it. Yeah.
Right. It's just so many quotables. Herpes simplex 10.
Okay. All of that.
Things start falling off of me.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So, okay. Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop. Well, you know what's funny? Because we didn't mention several things and they will fall short of being honorable mentions.
I know.
So I feel bad about that. I do have several that I could just be like, and I'm surprised you didn't even say this one. You mentioned it, but you didn't put it. It wasn't like your list.
What's that?
I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
But I'm going to do one because I love the movie and I will watch it again and again. And that is Young Guns.
Wow.
Because I watched a lot of Western stuff.
Yes, you did.
And I still do to this day.
Yes, you do.
So, so I probably slided a lot of Western movies that should have been included in my 80s action. Because if you're going to have a Western, you know daggone well there's going to be a shootout at the corral.
Yeah, you got to have Eastwood in there.
Eastwood had so many movies during that time, but this was like 80s. So some
Well,
of those movies I was forced to watch. I'm talking about movies that I actually like, you know what I mean? Young Guns was one of the ones because it had everybody in there.
Emilio!
Turns around and tips his hat like this.
And who do you think that guy was?
Emilio Estevez.
The Mighty Duckman, I swear to God, I was there.
Of course you were. You were the one who yelled the Breakfast Clubber's name.
I was like, Emilio!
Charlie Sheen, Lou Diamond Phillips was in it.
Oh yeah, the brothers were in it together.
Kiefer Sutherland. He was in it too. Kiefer Sutherland. Mm-hmm. Dang. Okay. I don't know if that was an 80s movie that I think about now, but okay. Go ahead. We're going to do the honorable mentions
these
now.
are our honorable mentions. I'm going to start it off. Man.
You're going to say all the ones that I got on my list then?
Pretty much. It was tough. But I'm going to start off with this one.
Go ahead.
As an honorable mention. I'm going to go the 89 Batman movie.
Oh, I don't have any Batman
Classic.
movies.
The hype around this doggone movie was...
Yeah.
If you weren't around during this time, you just would not understand. I mean, it was Batman paraphernalia everywhere. From like McDonald's, just everywhere had some kind of Batman paraphernalia thing.
Legos.
I mean, we used to have Batman medallions. Like we used to have African medallions back then. They had Batman medallions. You had
oh my gosh,
Bart Simpson. He'd act like he was Batman and stuff.
Yep. Everything was Batman.
Everything was Batman. It was a thing.
Nice era.
Prince did the soundtrack. Jack Nicholson is Joker. Look,
all day.
It was a vibe. It was a serious vibe when that movie came out. It was something special.
Purple and green was all you saw.
It was something special.
Purple and green was all you saw as far as the colors for the Joker.
And you got to remember, this was like the first live action Batman since like Adam West, I think. So
that was a good one.
And this was a more serious take on it than Adam West was. So man, so yeah, shout out to Michael Keaton.
A more serious take. You think so?
Oh yeah, a darker take than Adam West.
A darker take. I get it. Yeah.
Because Tim Burton, he's just
but
dark.
I thought of their stuff serious too until they say pow, bam, boom. I used to love that. Like, what word is gonna come out when they hit on that?
Right.
Damn. Boom. Boom.
Yeah. So I used to love those, but that 89 Batman, it was a vibe. So that's first on my honorable mention.
Okay, go ahead. You don't want to do it?
How many you want me to do in a row?
I almost want you to do all 5 just in case you
Five?
don't.
I got more than 5.
Oh.
Okay, I can narrow it down to 5. No problem.
No, don't. You don't have to narrow it down. Just keep it going.
Okay. Next honorable mention is Scarface.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, I wasn't thinking Mafia.
I know, right?
And that is
because Goodfellas, that's 90.
So I'm thinking the cutoff was 89 rolling into 90s. So I feel bad that I didn't put Scarface in there. But it's not really
it's tough. Like, I didn't think Beverly Hills Cop was. It is. I look at it as a comedy, though. That's just me.
But, it's just cop related. So, action movie. So, okay, Scarface. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But too many quotables. Too many quotables.
To mention a whole lot of stuff from off of that, too.
I know. Too many quotables.
Okay, go ahead.
But Michelle Pfeiffer, Pacino, you can't go wrong. Okay, so that was 2. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to go Temple of Doom.
Oh, MG.
I love Temple. Dr. Jones! You call him Dr. Jones, dog! I love Temple of Doom, man. I love Temple of Doom. A lot of people don't, but I do. I love it. Right.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was a good one.
The disgusting food scene where they was, eating monkey brains and...
The monkey brain was fine. It was when they cut open that snake and all that stuff fell out.
And then when they had to put their hands in the reach the knob with all the bugs and everything, and
when that big one was behind him, no, it was on her and it went up her wig.
And I just found out a cameo that I had no idea of.
Dr. Jones, I'm Weber. I spoke with your assistant. We've managed to secure 3 seats. But there might be a slight inconvenience as you will be riding on a cargo full of live poultry.
Is he kidding?
Madam, it's the best I could do at such short notice. Heaven, aren't you Willie Scott, the famous American female?
About a couple of days ago, when he had picked what's her name up from the nightclub and they were getting on that plane, Dan Aykroyd walks across the screen.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I had no idea.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now that I said Temple of Doom, I gotta say Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yep, you got to.
That started it all. One of my favorite scenes is when he just takes out the gun and shoot the dude.
Mm-hmm. After he did all that,
yeah,
he was like, "Yeah, okay." Oh, he was about to give it to him too.
Yep. So Raiders of the Lost Ark. Okay, let me take that off. Another movie. Did you have either of them on your list?
What? No.
You didn't?
No.
Okay. Well, here's another movie that Shimada definitely doesn't have on her list that I love, and that is The Running Man.
Don't have it because I could care less.
I love this doggone movie.
I did.
It's got Jesse the Body in there.
I don't care.
It's got Jim Brown in there. It's got Richard Dawson in there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Come on now. I love The Running Man. And I hear they're doing a remake, and I don't know. I'm just not into reboots.
They already did it. They did like 3 of them.
No, they got another one that's coming out.
Running Man that you know is not the original.
I know this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But this is the only one that matters.
But they do have you said it's another. It already came out, baby.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't come out yet. They get ready to come out with a trailer in a few weeks, few months, whatever.
Okay. Then that's 4. They already did 1. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. I saw it.
Well, there's another one coming out.
Okay, that will make it 4. Okay, cool.
I refuse to watch that one.
You didn't watch the other one, man. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go, and then the next ones are all classics. Got to go RoboCop. A lot of killing in that 80s. We love killing and blowing up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Peter Weller. who got in his directing bag and everything on Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, okay.
AKA RoboCop. I don't know if they're still talking about building a statue of RoboCop here or not. I remember it was a big deal a couple years ago. But the whole RoboCop thing, it was very 80s. We have the technology to save them type stuff. You know what I mean?
Everything was discovered in the 1980s.
Right.
For real.
The brain still works. We can save them.
Yeah. We'll know what they say. Just let's stick this in their brain and we'll get their last thoughts.
Terminator.
Or open their eyes and let's see what they saw.
Right.
See what they saw.
Terminator, a classic movie. Arnold, I'll be back. He said that, and it lasts with him to this day. It's crazy.
Okay. If you keep going, all my honorable mentions will be gone.
Okay, I got 2 more, and then I'm done.
All right.
Rambo.
That's my honorable mention.
And then I'm going to end it with, get to the chopper! Get down! Predator.
That's my honorable mention. All right. It's back on me?
Yep, it's all on you now.
I don't know why we were tripping. Star Wars. That was not mentioned. It don't matter. They ran in the 80s.
No. Star Wars came out in 77. That's why I didn't include it. Empire Strikes Back. What year was that?
Okay, well, I got 1980 and 1983.
83 was Return of the Jedi.
Okay, so I got Star Wars.
Okay, Empire Strikes Back. Then yeah. But, I guess I didn't look at it as action. I'm thinking science fiction. I don't know. Maybe I was just in my head on that one.
I was in my head because I didn't mention, or I didn't think about mafia movies. Because it's really not an action movie. It's drama.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't...
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I hear you.
Yeah. It's just... It's gangster.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole different type of genre, right? But it has action.
Right.
And they blew up stuff.
Right.
And they shot people.
Right.
So it's action.
Mm-hmm.
I have Cobra.
I almost put that on my list. Almost.
And I hated that movie because the dude was crazy looking. I could not stand the way he looked.
Yeah,
he was spooky, but it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good movie.
I like the way he died.
And I have Tango and Cash.
Okay.
1989. This is Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I didn't really.
It was a good one. I mean, it was, honorable mention.
Yeah.
It's not like it's my top, whatever.
Right.
And then I put it on my list as an honorable mention because honestly, if this had not happened, if this movie and all of the franchise of this had not happened, none of these movies that we mentioned probably would not have existed. Death Wish.
Wow.
And the whole franchise with Bronson.
Okay.
I did put that on there.
Okay.
So, but I did have if you had not mentioned, I had Rambo, Predator, and Terminator. Was my honorable mention.
Oh, no, you know I was going to mention those.
But I put the Star Wars on there because why not? Ewoks were my favorite.
Well, then you have to just exclude it to the ones that came out in the 80s.
I said 80 and 83.
Yep.
Whatever ones those were.
All right. That was 2 and 3. All right. So that is our list of top 80s action movies.
Wait, I don't know if this is the 80s. I think it was the 90s. But I could be wrong. I put Three Musketeers on my list. And I don't know exactly.
I don't know. That seems like it may be early 90s. 93.
Okay, never mind. 93 was a good year.
Yep, I said early 90s. I knew it.
Okay,
I'm good,
so
I'm good at that kind of thing sometimes.
Yeah, I'm wrong with that one. But hey, when we get to the 90s, it will be mentioned. Okay, we're done.
All right, so that's our list. I have nothing to
add. Man. As you're going out?
Yeah.
I do.
Go ahead then.
Have you said everything you wanted to say?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be your Huckleberry.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your Huckleberry. Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave.
Love you guys.
Man, that was perfect. R.I.P. Val Kilmer.
Yep.
Hey, wake up.